Hey folks, saw this going down over here. Thought I'd check it out. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm over here in Tempe. They were, I think he was parked because they were, when I pulled over here, they were taking him out of a car. This officer here, right here, is sitting behind the car that they were taking him out of. I was gonna do a live panel yesterday. My damn computer screwed up. Wasn't able to do the panel. And I have been speaking to a, how can I put it? A very, very close family member. Their relative was a prosecuting attorney for a town in Massachusetts, and was talking to the family member, and they turned him onto my channel, and he's been watching a lot of the cop watching videos, and made a statement that chilled me to the bone. He said after watching the channels, now he's the person is retired, been retired for years. He said after watching the channels, it made him think that the things that we have been videotaping with this new technology, that it made him think, and it really chilled him to the bone. And his statement was, he wondered, because back in the day, they had to rely on police officer statements, police officer testimonies in court. And he actually wondered how many people he actually convicted and ruined their lives on the testimony of a police officer. That he said many times he believed that the victim of the police officers were actually innocent, but due to the testimony of the police officers, he and the judges actually convicted these people. And he actually wondered how many people he had convicted that was truly innocent. And that actually chilled me to the bone. That is absolutely true. How many people back in the day was convicted by the wrongful testimony of a lying police officer. So that's food for thought, folks. How many people were actually convicted because there wasn't video proof back then. There wasn't body cameras. They actually had to go off of the testimony of police officers back in the day. And he realized that this has been going on since the beginning of policing. So you can imagine how many people were actually convicted just off of the words of a police officer. And yeah, that chilled me to the bone. How many people actually spent time in prison, lives were ruined off of the testimony of police officers. So that's actually food for thought right there. I guess he's not going to be under arrest. Him, anyway. But this vehicle was parked when they pulled up on him. I don't know why medics were called. But they have gloves on. So my hypothesis right here are these guys are fishing. These guys are fishing for charges. They're not in cuffs or anything, so the officers most likely did not witness a crime being committed. So now they're in fishing mode. Guys, I have to get to work, but I saw this car sitting here, so I thought I'd stop and see what was going on. But yeah, after having a conversation with the family member, it really chilled me to the bone, knowing that back in the day, people were convicted by tyrant testimony. It's chilling how many innocent people were convicted on police officer testimonies. All right, guys. I don't think there's going to be any arrests here. The other gentleman got up and walked away. So I really don't think they have any charges here. But there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 cop cars here. And I think it was a call. Somebody might have called. They're checking out the vital signs of this gentleman. And they got an ambulance, so he's probably just going to go to the hospital. He's not in cuffs, so they'll just take him to the hospital. Check him out. Alright guys, I gotta get my butt to work. An ambulance is showing up, as you can see there. So I'm gonna take off and get to work. But yeah, that was food for thought, guys. And it just chilled me to the bone when he said that. It really hit home. That how many people were convicted on testimony of police officers back in the day. All right, guys. Spitting Cobra out here in Tempe. I'm out.